Hey, welcome back. So right now we are doing another playthrough of Skytear Horde. We're using the same outsider, the Hatebringer, and we are actually using the same Renegade deck as well. But we are doing things a little bit differently this time. Is we are going to be using the red deck, and our castle is the Windburner. So the Sakoshi's castle, and its ability is exhaust, pay 1 mana, choose one, and draw a card or assault one. Our deck is ready here, and then our portal is a little different. So we're using a different portal this time. Uh, so the setup, each minion gains +1. So that's what we want to do. So each minion will get 1 health. That would mean that each one will be a 1/1, 1 health, 1 attack. And I guess we can get started from here, right? So we do start from the refresh phase. So from the refreshes, we indicate that there is 5 mana that we have. We do gain 5 mana. That's a lot for us. Let's start draw first. 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's a mulligan rule as well that you can do, or like mulligan any if you don't have any allies that you get started. So for us, looks like we do have some options. Okay, we have 1 ally. That's possible to be. We have another ally with a Bushido officer and a couple of shadows and then more allies. So that's a good one. It's a good set to get started with. And from here point on, we ready any exhaust cards, and then we move on to the horde phase. From the horde phase, we do summon horde cards. So we follow what is indicated. We summon one. Sorry, let's show that. Summon one. So let's summon our first horde. And it's a level 2 spell. The level of spell is indicated here. And so if we do have a quick view, spell, Renegade, play, on play, yet our minions gains +2 health. And then monsters and portals gains +1 armor for the remainder of the turn. So luckily there is no monsters yet. So that's a good thing for a starter. And so it's only for the remainder of the turn. So we can't put that on the discard. So now our Yetnar minion is a +3 health. So he's a 3/3. So that's something we have to look into it, because if they do attack, it means he will mill 3 of my cards immediately, right? Okay, so since there's summon horde cards is done, resolve any new horde cards, not yet, and then compact all the horde cards, nothing there, so he failed. Now, alliance phase. Take each of the options below. You will see we can play alliance minions, we can engage minions, we can exhaust abilities, and so for now, we can probably hmm, we have to deal with that Yetnar minion early, because that's a big 3. Okay, okay, okay. So we have 5 mana. Oh, so that since the outsider is not yet inside with us, we're still dealing with most of the minions at the moment. Choices are we do the Crane Shadows. So the Crane is a 3/2. We can basically he's a 4/2 because he gets it's during fight we can get -1 already. So it's a good thing. Maybe he can deal with 1 minion immediately without even doing any damage, and we can damage the portal fast. We can also do some Shido on exhaust. Another ally gets +1 attack. Ooh, that's nice. But we need to get rid of that first, right? Okay, so we may deal damage, so that's a good thing, right? Okay, so with our 5 mana, I think the best option for now is we do Cicada Shadows and Crane Shadows, and then we will probably do 1 damage to our 3 damage to our castle, so that this is costed 2, and we will have the full amount that we do want, right? So first play is Crane Shadows, which we then use 3 mana. So 1, 2, 3. We have 2 left. And during fight, we can do 1 damage immediately. And then we do Cicada Shadows. So we deal 3 damage to our castle. So it's -3 now. And after that, we can start engaging. So our minions. But I think it's best is if we do engage 1, and then we engage this to this one. So even though they die, at least we do draw a card for that one. That's a good thing. Uh, Unluckily that even though our salt, we have assault if we do fight, so he'll be like a 2/2. But it doesn't matter because all minions has 1 armor, so it doesn't really do much for us, right? Okay, let me just double check and make sure that we're doing that right. Okay, so right now, since they're both exhausted, so he can't use any of their abilities at the moment. Okay, once that's done, let's move on to the next phase, which is the treachery phase. Alliance phase, treachery phase. So from here, reveal the top card of the Horde deck and place it face up. So the left card, left light minions gain. So when we're doing treachery phase, we only check what is in left or right side. So the left one gets an extra plus attack. So this is now a 2/2. Sorry, let's do that. This is now a 2/1 basically. And then use a play and exhaust abilities, if any. There is none. So then we go to the fight phase. So yeah, bear with me with this first turn. Sorry, this should be now at 0 actually. Because we did 3 damage for us, so that's why this is costed 2. So resolve the Horde fight abilities. So they don't have any specific one. Then we resolve any allies fight abilities. So this one is what we have. We do 1 damage, deal 1 damage to this one, but then the spell. So the spell means like even though our assault is because they're 1 armored, right? Or is it only active monsters? Let me read that right again. So it says monsters supposed to gain +1 armor for the remainder of the turn. So yeah. Well, it's minions though, it's not monsters. So I guess that's different in that case. So we are lucky that our fight is does that our assault actually does nothing because there's 1 armor for the portal, right? Yeah, and we cannot push that through the rats, which is bad for us. In any case, this is then done. We do fight each other. So 3 damage to this one. So we're both actually dead because fortunately, because of that, the treachery phase, this one has a 2 attack now. So it will actually damage my guy for 2. And because of that, they're both dead. So we put him back in there. And this is in our discard phase. This is the same thing that happens here. Both 3 damage each one. They do damage together as one. They strike each other, and then since this is a 3 health and 3 attack and 2 health, they both kill each other as well. And this just goes back. The good thing is that since we did attack, kill 2, we do draw 2 cards. 1, 2. And then that's the fight phase. Then we go to the pillage phase. These 2 minions attack, and we mill 2 cards. So if you want to see what was milled, the Shadowling and the Scepter of Kamnu was milled. So that's how it goes for the first turn. And then with end phase this, uh, the gate now rotates. So if we have 7 cards, we discard, and then we currently have 5 at the moment, which is good for us. And then we just go back to the refresh phase again. So we gain the mana again, we get 5 mana. During the exhausted guard, it is then ready. We do summon 1 horde from that point. Forest Yeti. Ooh, I think I am unlucky with my So the Forest Yeti is a monster renegade. Unplayed, outside the order portal gains 2 health. Prioritize the outside. So they get plus 2 more health. So it's now a 8 health. So that's not good. That's my dog. And solve new horde cards, nothing yet. Compact all the horde cards, nothing. And then now it's our turn. So we did draw Bushido. If Bushido of the Sakura is engaged, he deals 1 damage to the portal, so that's good. That means he will just die to the Forest Yeti, right? And then we have a spell. Combustion deals 2 damage to a monster in a lane. If combustion destroys that monster, it deals 2 damage. Ooh, so maybe that's one thing that we can, maybe it can, it's one of its neighbors. So we can pull, I don't think we can do that. We can pull the minions. Maybe we play it on the second lane. Pull the minion, and then we can use that spell. Okay. So I guess our only choice right now is the. So the good thing we have a what you call a mill stuff, and then we basically just to find what we can find, right? Acquire shadows is discard a card and play a card and draw a card. Hmm. This is meaty. So I guess we just let that hit us first, right? Yeah. Okay, so we play a Bushido officer here. So that's 4 mana. Go back to 1. And then he's still exhausted. I will ready him later. So the state is exhausted if it's a little bit too far, and then we put it inside if they're ready. And then I guess I guess that's it, right? I guess that's our only play at the moment. And we will mill one more card because of the minions. And that's fine by me. Okay. So we're good with that. And we move on to the Horde phase. Okay, I think my order is there. Is it? So our Horde Alliance. And then the treachery phase, sorry. I keep on forgetting updating this turn order, turn structure. So it's much easier. So now from the treachery phase, we draw one. Okay. Sorry. Forgot. We pulled one, we engaged one. So one more attack. So this gets an extra 3. So it damages 4, 3. It's a plus, not a minus, because this is a minus and this is a plus. It's not multiplier. So okay, let's put that a little bit up. So that's E, it's clear, right? Okay. So we do 3 damage again to our Castle. So it's 6 now. And then we do 1 damage for this one. This is killed. This goes back up. Because of that, we draw a card. So do that a little bit later. And then once that is done, move on to the fight phase. Sorry, that's the fight phase actually. And we go back to the pillage phase. So pillage is just 1 minion. This is milled. This is the milled card. Is a attachment. I know I don't want to keep on drawing them just to mill. Just count them from there. If they have any attachments with them, any health, then they just mill me. And now we go back to the refresh phase. So we gain the mana again. We gain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a little bit more options now. And this goes back because it's a temporary. And then we ready them. So now he is ready. He can use his exhaust ability. Okay. Problem is if you want to exhaust him is that, sorry, let me double check one thing. Can we block if we are exhausted? Uh, cards in play can be cards enter play in their ready state and must become exhausted to use their exhaust abilities. Exhausted cards are pulled away from the lane and mark cursor for center exhausted state. Okay, that's fine. We still fight, so that's cool. So we just cannot use our any active ability state, so that's fine by me as long as we can block, right? So now we do summon new horde card, and this one is a Deep Stalker. Play. On play, Deep Stalker deals 2 damage to the castle and it has 1 armor. Okay. So on play it deals 2 damage. Sorry, our castle is now at what? 3, 6, 7, 8. I think we just remove this and just get the 5. So it's a bit easier to understand. There we go. So we are now at 5, 8. So we are now 12 health. Okay, and this goes here, the first one. Okay, then we go to the alliance phase. So this is the new card that we got. It's a Bushido of the Rose. Heroic 2. If this ally has any negative modifiers, it gains +2 attack. How do we get negative modifiers on him then? That's what we want to have. Beacon token. So right now we want to kill the forest yeti, right? We need 3 attack. So the only way for us to do 3 attack is if we do combustion spell, maybe, right? But then we have to deal. Hmm. We can kill that first. Maybe we do block. Hmm. Maybe we play the Bushido. Play the Bushido here for 2 mana. 1, 2. And then we pull the Zephlight mission minions over there, right? And then we use our hmm. Actually, if you use the combustion spell, it doesn't really matter, right? Because Bushido officer can kill him. Huh. Do we have another 2 attack? Actually, if we do the ally Bushido, right? Lay the ally Bushido here. Then we exhaust. So we do one more. 1, 2. We exhaust Bushido officer. He gets +1 attack. So he has 3 now. He's a 3/2. So as long as this doesn't get any armor, we at least wipe the whole board, right? That's our plan. That's our plan. Okay, we then go to the treachery phase. No armor, please. Okay, so on the right side, treachery, any ally gains negative modifier. That's fine by me. Would have been nice if it's the other one. So he is 1/3. He's a 1/2 now. And from this point, we move on to the fight phase. Fight phase for us. From left to right. They don't have any fight abilities. Then we do have. Let's start with this. This gets 3 damage to 2. Both are now considered dead. Tap back. This is discarded. Because of that, we draw a card. We fight each other. 2 to 2, 3 to 3. So now we are less 2 health. This is now considered dead as well. We draw another card for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then same as well on this one. He gets 1 damage less. And if Bushido deals on the square is engaged, he deals 1 damage to the portal, which is good for us. So damages that portal. And then we go to the pillage phase. All our minions are 0/0, so which is good for us. No more pillaging. Then we go back to refresh phase. We refresh this to 1, both ready state, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have options now. We have 7 mana. And then this moves to this one. Lucky for us, that means 0. Okay. That means no cards are withdrawn. Now we can just do attack. We can do some setups now. So what we get is the Scepter of Kamnu. It's Assault 1. Okay, and then the Combustion. Oh, sorry, we should have drawn 2 because 1, 2, 3. We killed 3. So we draw 1. Should draw 2 more. Sorry, I forgot about that. 1, 2. So we get another Core Shadows. And then we got Dragon Punch. So That's something. For the remainder of the turn, an ally gains +3 attack. Trample and text. And the text, this ally may deal trample damage to a minion instead of the portal. Ooh, that's actually nice. Okay, so I think we use the steam tower here for one. So he gains 3 health, 3 counters. Right, we use that a little bit later. So basically, they gives +1/+1 to everything, which is good for us. And then we do play uh, Bushido of the Sakura, left side. So that's another 2 mana. 1, 2. And then maybe we play Koi Shadow for 1. And during play, sorry, let's go back. Oh, sorry, started playing. Should have done this first. Fourth phase. Cave Yeti. Okay, epic monster. Other monsters in the lane gain +1 attack and +1 armor. And on play, the outsider or the portal gains +2. Move Cave Yeti to the rightmost free lane. So now this gets +2 again. So this changes a lot. Okay, we go back first. So we go back to 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So we still play the Steam Tower, I guess. We still play the Steam Tower. Now the question is, how do we kill the Yeti? We can do 1. We can exhaust him for, so this will, we can play him for 1. So it's actually 5 now because we played Steam Tower. He has 1 damage, 2 damage, and then 3 damage. So far is we want, or maybe we just use Sakura. I think we just use Sakura. We use Sakura instead, so we do have 4. Because we're 6, we go back to 4. I think that's the better option. Okay. So I guess because from here too, and then the plan is we then exhaust Bushido Officer, and then we use the Steam Tower. So he gets 3, 4. Still not enough. Okay, it's after you play an ally. Bushido Officer gets +1 attack, so he gets 4. And I think we just use the Steam Tower, right? Okay, so let's do the other way around. Let's engage the Caveat using the Bushido Officer since he has 1 health. And then we play the Bushido of the Sakura here. So that would mean that he gets plus counters. So he gets 4 now. And then we use a Steam Tower, lose health, exhausted. So we go down 1, so it's exhausted. Then we gain +1 to each and every one. So 1, 2, 3. And that's it. I think that's how it goes. And we go back to the treachery phase. Let's see what we have. On the left side, just 1 more attack. Doesn't matter. Does it have trample? No, it doesn't. It's other monsters, not him. So that's good for us. So he has +4 now. We don't really care. And we continue to the fight phase. So from the fight phase, 5 to 5. The Bushido officer, thank you for your service, is actually gone now. Same as the Caveat. Caveat goes back. Bushido officers go bye-bye because of the draw. We draw 1. It's a Lance Shaker. Exhaust Land Shaker, and an ally gains -1. Land Shaker deals 2 damage to a monster. Okay, that's not bad. And so for that, because of this, we do 6 damage to the portal. So now we can say he is -3. So 3 health remaining there. That's good for us. Nothing on pillage phase. Then we go back to refresh. This goes up. These are gone. Our mana goes up to 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Okay. And then portal goes like this. We draw another for the horde phase. It's Lady of the Lake. Epic monster. Okay, let's make it more visible. Look at that. So on play, Onika, Yetnar, and Ratamil, sorry, it's Ratamil minions gains +1. And then move all minions in the back line into free lanes from left to right. Okay, so it means all minions will attack. 1, so Onikai, Yetnar, and Ratamil. And it's a 2/4. Okay, that's something to consider. Then we move to the right. So the problem is we don't have any more actual allies. Hmm. Yeah, need to find out what we need to do because we need to deal with the Lady of the Lake, 2/4, but we're running out of actual minions. Maybe we need to start milling. So let's use the exhaust abilities for this one. So pay 1 mana and then we draw a card. Okay, we have another ally with Bushido, which is I think good. We can kill Lady of the Lake for that one. So we do use that 1, 2. And then we use the Land Shaker as well. 1, 2. So Land Shaker gets 2 counters. And I think that's it, right? Uh, do we want the Assault one? I think we play Core Shadows. Hmm. I'm thinking if I want to play him. We discard a card to draw a card. So I think we just play the Scepter at the moment. So that's one more. And we attach it to the Bushido of the Sakura. So at least he does 1 damage to something else, right? And I think that's good. Okay. I think that is pretty much it for us. So we do then the fight phase, treachery phase first. Okay, he has Lady of the Lake has one more attack, so he's now at 3. And then we go to fight phase. Fight phase is move all minions in the back line into the free lane. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, I forgot to do the exhaust part, right? Sorry. Is exhaust this, and then this one gets a minus ability. So he now gets a +2 attack because of it. Right. This one removes as well. Oh, and an ally, sorry. And an ally gets a less health. So he gets +2. And I think that is much it. And then deals 2 damage to a monster. I think we do 2 damage to this one. So this goes back. Mm, is everything right there? Hmm, I didn't use this yet. This is +2 only. I think I misread that. Okay, so this is an exhaust now. We move on. Sorry, we move on. And we do the fight. 3 damage to this one, dead, and this is 4 to 4, so this is now considered dead as well. We draw 1 card because of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we draw 1 card because of this. He has 1 less health. He also has a fight ability, deal 1 damage. So he actually deals 2 damage to the portal. So portal is now down to 5, -5. It's good for us. The same thing as well. This one's dice. We draw another card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Fortunately, Bushido also dies, but he, because of his fight ability, deals 1 damage to the portal, and the portal is now destroyed. First level portal is now destroyed. Because of that, at the end of turn, when this portal is destroyed, reveal the next portal card in its upright orientation. So now we will move on to the next portal. So pillage phase, nothing, and then we get the second portal. So summon once the portal comes up, summon all cards in the outsider pile at the end of the horde phase. So at the end of the horde phase, so it does. It's a good thing. It goes second, I guess. So now on the horde phase, we get our 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go to the horde phase. Because of this, we draw 2 this time around. The first one is the Deep Howlers. Doesn't do much. Okay, he's a 1/6. And a Gathering Storm. Yet our minions gains +2 again. So they have +2. Monsters and portals gains +1 armor for the remainder of the turn. That's bad for us. Where's the armor token? There we go. One more armor. One more armor. And then, since that's the end of the current horde phase, the Hatebringer then arrives. So the Hatebringer is a On play, the Hatebringer strikes the allies he's engaged with. Otherwise, if the Hatebringer is not engaged, he strikes the castle. That's bad for us because he goes here and he engages this one and strikes it. Bad for us. And he has 1 armor as well, so he has 3 armor now. So it means Bushido dies just like that. Didn't even do any damage yet. Okay, 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 okay. He has 3 damage. He has 3 armor. So we can do 2 spells, right? We have an ally, what we have. We may deal 3 damage to our castle to reduce the cavalry cost by 1. So we actually don't care about that one. What does Heroic 2 does? What does Heroic does? If the creature has 1 or more, uh, basically, if you do get damage, gets +2 attack. Okay, we can do that with the Landshaker. Okay, we play the Landshaker. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to reduce it. I don't want to do damage for that one. So right now we need, in order to kill him, we need 6 damage, right? Because of the 3 armor. We only have 3 here. 4, 5 from the Landshaker. And we can even do the Steam Tower to get to 6. We want to use the port, the scepter as well, but the problem is we can pull with the minion. Okay, we play the Voyage of Shadows for 1 mana and we pull the Yetnar minion here, right? And then we then play the Scepter of Kamnu, I think, or no, 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 no. Let's do the Combustion spell, I think. No, no, yes, let's do the Combustion spell for 2 mana. 1, 2. Deals 2 damage to a monster in a lane. If Combustion strikes, it deals 2 damage to one of its neighbors. So this is now dead. Because of that, we draw another card, right? And it deals 2 damage to one of its neighbors. That's good for us. That means he is now on armor 1. And Bushido can easily kill him because of the other stuff. And Koi can then attack the actual one. And we have another attachment. Cannot be attached to an ally Bushido. Okay. Attach ally gains +2 attack. The next and the text after so the first strike with turn attach ally gains -1. Means it weakens. -1 health. Yeah, -1 health. Okay, 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 okay. We can do trample if you want, I think. I think that might be a choice. So now we do the treachery phase. Ooh. And then it says deal 1 damage to the castle, which is fine by us. I've actually been even using the castles because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So we have enough. Yeah, I've actually been using that. Sorry, I forgot to do this. We do the Landshaker. This one and deal 2 damage to a monster. And then we do 1 damage to him because of that. And then he gets +2 attack. So he has now a 5, which is good for us. Should have done the trample though, right? So that means we kill the Hatebringer level 1. Right? We don't use this yet. We want to do it a little bit later when we do have a lot. Okay. So we do the fight phase now. This goes through. 1 more damage for us. So this is now a 5. We are now on 10 health. We are now on 10 health. It's still manageable. This passes. He attacks us for 4. We're dead. We attack him for 5. And he is on 3 plus 1 armor. So that means he is dead as well. It's good for us. Thunder Cavalry, thank you for doing your job. You just killed the Hatebringer. That's good. Once we have killed the level 1, the level 2 then pops up. Goes here. And then we drew 1 card because of that. Our Quiet Shadows does 1 damage. Doesn't matter. This is actually already dead because of the armor. The armor then disappears for this turn. And then we go back to Pillage phase. Nothing. Minions are all good. Refresh phase. We go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Horde phase. Sorry, this goes back here. 1 is drawn. It's the Great White. Epic monster. It's a Renegade. Taunt. At the end of the alliance phase, this monster must be engaged. And trample. It has trample. Oh my god, it's a 5/6. I think that's what could kill us. That will kill us. And then the Hatebringer level 2 comes up. Actually, just needs to kill him though, right? We don't need to kill the castle. The portal, I mean. Because the goal, let me double check. I forget the main goal. Right? The main goal, winning. Alliance players lose when the castle is destroyed or any Alliance player's deck runs out of the cards. Alliance player wins at the end of the turn in which the final outsider stage has been destroyed. So our goal is only to kill level 2 Hatebringer. Okay, so that's the Horde phase. So we just need to survive this one more. We go to our Alliance phase. We do get the Bushido of the Peony. Okay, Heroic Tree. If this ally gains +3 attack and it has 1 armor as well. So that's one way for him. So we need to find that. So let's use the Exhaust, pay 1 mana. And then we draw 1 more card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might get 1 more ally. There we go. We get a Bushido Officer, which is what we actually do want. We choose the Coil of Shadows, go here on the Epics monster, right? Because it requires taunt. We then play Bushido Officer here, I think. That's the play. So we need 7 attack for him, right? It's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 2 mana remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we use 1, 2. We use a spell. For the remainder of the turn, an ally gains +3 attack and trample. So that's what we want. So he gets +3. 1, 2, 3. He's now at 6. Then we use the steam. Steam tower gains -1, and all allies gains +1 attack. So he now gets +4. Then another one. So unless something bad happens, like a treachery goes here and adds armor, we are good. We should win this round. Let's see. So let's go to the treachery phase. Then. And it's just an attack. Ha! Yeah, get your attacks. I don't care. He actually gains +1 attack because on play and trample. We don't care. So now, that's good. Go to the fight phase. This goes through. We go 1 damage. This goes through. He has 2 damage on this one. 1, 2. And then 5. 4 goes through. So that means we are now 6 health. No, 5 health remaining. The good thing with us is that the Hatebringer comes. And then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 for the armor. 4 for the health. We consider this as a win. Hatebringer is now dead. And that's it. Uh, we defeated the actual outsider. We don't need to defeat the portal. The portal is just a way for the horde to overwhelm us. So was actually a easier fight. I think we got good draws because we got multiple allies at the start, which is always a good thing, right? That's why there's a mulligan for us. That you always need to look for your allies in that case. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed that run through. So we did use the red deck. Maybe next time we will try to use what's the last one? The green deck. I haven't actually used the green deck. We started with the blue deck. That's the starter deck that the most people they want us to start with and to learn. So the red deck is very powerful. It has like a way to negate uh, excess damage. The blue, I remember the last time we did play the blue is that we ran out of steam with cards because we had a problem killing minions in that case. Maybe it was just a bad draw, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and then join me again next time. So usually do, and then we'll do a quick. Just want to. After this is always the cleanup. So what I usually do is just bind. Oh, Dex, right? So I haven't actually done anything with as you can see here, Limsey, E. Then I just use this to separate all the green, blue decks. Put that there. And then this is the other green deck. Maybe in the future we can use that. Just use all the tokens here. should get more proper token organizers. I actually had one. I think I don't know why I moved it to another card deck. Okay. Then we get all the Renegade enemy decks. Renegade enemy decks, right? But we need to remove the common ones. So for example, we look for that. That's a common deck. I think there's one more here. Four more, I think. One, two, three. And that's it. And then, did I miss something? No, I think that's it. Pull out my lusty little organizer. Okay. And just use a separator for it. So for example, now these are the two other decks. Dead, the minion of the dead or something, I'm not sure. Use that there to separate it. It's three of them. It's one, two, three, four, I think. And then all the portal decks are in one go. Group them together. Right? Portal decks. Separator again. Then all the outsiders. Separate them again. Tokens. Then I actually include that with the minions. So at least I know those will be added next turn. Then we just include the helpers, right? Another separator for the castle. Then just put it back here. That's how I do it. I haven't done any new thing yet with regards to this, and then fit snugly there. That's it. Skytear Horde.